Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Is the last one? I said when they made it to regional.
NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Fair catch called for and made.
Okay.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Finds his big tight end. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Hey, they don't get tired of eating.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it.
Yeah.
And the defense is all over
He
the
got off his
quarterback,
all
and
over
down he goes.
He get his mind up everything. He got one
the
of
way
them.
you set the tone.
They opened it up on
Here
9.
in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Ball is free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it or move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I'm trying to get away from my 3-yard. Got 3-yard another one. I'm trying different shit.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he takes it in for the score.
See that MLB came out? Boy, I played college when I got a game.
Bringing the extra beef. It's a goal line. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack.
And I was thinking, man, after I watched your boy shit, I was like, man, I might start me a little my career.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
They caught, the MLB.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game.
That nigga do that wrestling.
Back to pass. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted.
Yum, yum. Eat him up.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive really productive.
I don't even know what the fuck that come off of.
They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it.
Go away.
Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
What you mean?
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 fourth-down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Throws to the tight end. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
One-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going up top. And the ball is intercepted.
Yum, yum.
Taking it the other way.
Come on, man.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up for it.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big snap.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Feeling some heat. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Give me that.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field.
He didn't get it.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Hey, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away. But that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You can tell this is a pass game. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you've got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He wants to throw. Looking for a
come on. Look how the nigga throw the ball out of bounds.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball raining out of bounds.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. He's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want to try the other side of the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Dances away from the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to get to it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Oh, Molly beat the brakes on my stupid ass.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take the deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half.
I'm using Alabama feet,
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Yeah, so this is got
North
it.
Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh my God! They let this nigga.
Down the middle.
Fuck you.
The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They take the lead with the 6.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilmore.
Oh, greedy, 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 greedy.
He's going to get it. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Let's fucking go, man.
No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. He kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Boston. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football and run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They stay aggressive and push their way
get all
out to
it
the
off, please.
33, and it's first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Oh my God! I went right by that nigga.
At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Run in the red zone, it's Smothers. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Leaves it with the back. Wolfpack will get the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This nigga just ran it back. He's gonna kick it to him again?
He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On the option. He'll toss it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
NC State will pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Finds his man. It's Anderson.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Give me that.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D line.
He's taking the shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. It's complete to the right. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. NC State 19, Kentucky 15.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wolfpack will have first and 10. They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's looking for a man on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Try to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. NC State quick to the line. He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and...
His knee was down.
And in for the touchdown. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Fires left.
Oh my fucking God.
Throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He
sent it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah.
He'll start this drive firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch past the sticks. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Fires to the right. In double coverage, and he picked it off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. We bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in inside the 10. The stop is made, and this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, NC State! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials